Family's definitely played a major role in everything. You never seen that, huh? Yeah, that's a little on me. I feel like everything I do, I always have my brother in my mind. I always have my mom in my mind. I always have my dad in my mind. And my parents are such huge inspirations for me. There's nothing more inspiring than seeing a black woman work so hard and become so successful. And I think that's why I have such admiration for my mom. My mom doesn't know that I'm here. Found her.
Working hard.
Working hard or hardly working?
Working hard, like always. Cute.
She's also a really, really hard-working black woman in a field where women aren't usually the dominators. Women aren't usually the breadwinners, or they aren't usually the shot callers, if you will. And I feel like there's nothing more inspiring than that. There's nothing, to me, that is the most inspiring thing, to see a black woman be that successful and work hard. And it's just, I mean, it just does something to my soul.
Oh, too sweet. Stop taking me.
She's just incredible. I mean, I feel like there's nothing she can't do. She's so intelligent. She's so beautiful. She's inspired me so much, because just to see her be so successful and then go back to school and get another degree and then go back and then just to keep going, and it's like the sky is the limit. And it's like she's raised the bar so high that I could not be great. You know what I mean? Like it wouldn't make sense. But she's so supportive. She's like my #1 fan.
If it wasn't for her, none of this would be possible.
That's right.
And
That's right, baby.
this next song I wrote off of my upcoming album is dedicated to her and my brother Ryan, who's no longer here with us. It's called Dear Angels. DJ, you can drop it. Don't cry. Youngest of your boys, I was your longest 9. Whenever I needed a shoulder, you're never hard to find.
You always shine, you are my light when it's dark. We had it all, I still can't believe it fell apart. House bigger than it ever was. It should've lasted, but it never does. Your desire for the finer things, you got me used to the Benzes and designer things. 2010, that divorce I thought was gonna kill me. I got past it now, I understand love ain't easy. Don't get sad, you are my strength, you are my wing. This is my song for you, you are my everything. I really love you. I don't think you know just how much I love you. I said, Ma, I really love you. I know sometimes it's painful, but you are my angel. Yo, you always loved us even with the trouble we got into. Always support me, it don't matter what kind of shit I'm into.
I definitely wouldn't even probably be sitting here right now if it wasn't, obviously. But you know what I mean. She's just she supported me so much throughout the whole journey, and I couldn't appreciate it enough.
I love you so much. Y'all give it up for my mom.
Sorry, I'm getting teary-eyed. Shit.
And I think we can even tie this into, what is something that your father would talk good about? Because when we get the second to sit down with your dad, what's he gonna say?
I feel like in a lot of ways, me and my father are each other's backbone. And there were a lot of times in my life where I felt like I wasn't fulfilling my purpose, in the sense of not doing a lot of the things that my father probably wanted me to do. I mean, I just remember times when I was, when I was young, my dad, he still is my hero. He's definitely my hero. But when I was younger, I remember always telling my dad, I can't wait to grow up and be just like you. And I think it's interesting when you actually do grow up and you realize that it's okay not to be just like your father, but to be who you are, and for that to be okay, and for you to still love each other the same. But I feel like my dad is super proud of me. I think my dad knows that I've been through a lot for my age, and my dad has been through so much, and the resilience and just the strength that he possesses is just admirable, because the things that he's been through, I feel like the average person would have been given up. And just to see that he hasn't given up, it just makes me go so much harder. And I can't wait for the day that I can give everything back to him,
Damez is a unique individual. He's very outspoken, very brave, never shy about expressing himself. Always gonna tell you how he feels, whether you like it or not. He's just honest, and that's what I love about him, his honesty. Regardless of what you might think, he's always been true to himself.
Oh, well, gosh, where can I start? Damien has always had his own little personality from day one. He never had a pacifier as a baby, but he was colicky, so we got through that. He was always a talker, even when he was like maybe 15, 18 months. He started talking early. And I think at about age 5, my cousin Tara bought him his first Beyonce Destiny's Child album. And he's been in love with Beyonce ever since then. So there you go.
He had the fascination with Beyonce. At first I thought it was just a little fad that all kids go through, but then I noticed that he could recite every song and beat, and he was just into it. It was just a part of it, and it just grew from there for some reason.
Everybody that knows me knows that I bathe in Beyonce's bathwater. So I feel like that's definitely something that goes without saying.
But he's always had a knack for music and just doing his own thing, really. He's always been kind of kid that always wanted to do extra, just kind of be right outside the box a little bit. He's always been fun-loving and very smart, intelligent, and somewhat witty. Keeps us laughing, keeps us on our toes.
I have to go back to when he was maybe 6 or 7 years old, when we had an incident when I encouraged him to climb the high bar at a very young age, and his brother was egging him on, and I was really trying to get him to overcome his fears, and he didn't want to do it, but he did it, and he fell, and he broke his arm, and I took a lot of heat for that, but my intentions were good, and I would like to think that he is the man he is now because he don't have the fear no more. That he's not afraid to do anything, and he's not afraid of what anybody thinks or what anybody says. Damon is Damon. Take it or leave it.
Unfortunately, he's been through a lot for someone his age. First, beginning unfortunately with the divorce of his parents, and then about a year and a half later, lost his brother, his closest brother. They were only 15 months apart, so that was pretty devastating to all of us. And as far as all of his siblings, I think Damien may have taken it the hardest because he was pretty close to Ryan. So writing just kind of lets him go into his own world and express himself. He's able to say freely what he wants to say when he's writing and thinking out loud. So
my mom is just an incredible human being. I don't even know how to explain it. She blows my mind. And my dad is just a phenomenal man as well, and he's taught me so much, and he's instilled a lot in me that I will never, that I can never, forget. And I feel like a part of my purpose in life is to, as cliche as it sounds, I feel like a part of my purpose is to make them proud, and I feel like I'm doing that, but it's never too much. So just want to make them more proud, make them just be happy to call me their son, and hopefully I can, make the legacy live on.